WWE Money in the Bank 2025 just ended, and the big news coming out of the event is that R-Truth has returned. This is huge because here's the thing. I don't think this was planned well in advance. I honestly believe that this all came about because of the outcry that happened when R-Truth announced that his contract was not being renewed. He actually announced that he was released, but news outlets reported that it's just his contract is not being renewed. He's not being brought back. And WWE talent posted on social media about how much they loved R-Truth and they were sad about him leaving. Well, he wasn't leaving. I mean, they didn't renew his contract. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was sad about it. The fans were livid. You know, his t-shirt, the shirt that he wore at Saturday night's main event in his match against John Cena, it was sold out. And it was amazing. It's like this guy had this wonderful match with John Cena at Saturday night's main event. Then all of a sudden he's let go. Everybody goes nuts, including me. You can look back at the videos on my channel. I didn't want him to go. That guy is worth more than most of the roster combined. So it's amazing. I mean, some people might think, oh, this all was planned, and I really don't think it was, because this is what I think happened. Now, if you didn't see Money in the Bank, during the main event, the tag team match between John Cena and Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, R-Truth returns, spears John Cena, takes off his hoodie to reveal that it is R-Truth, because nobody knew who it was at first, picks up the WWE Championship belt, hits John Cena in the face with it, and then eventually Cody and Jey Uso win. So here's what I think. The people who made the decision to not renew R-Truth's contract had no idea that people were going to react the way they did. Because let's be honest, when most people get released, there really isn't that much of a reaction. It's sort of just like, it's like, it's no big surprise when a lot of people are released, because they're usually people who haven't been used in a while, or people who are very low on the card, or people who never made much of an impact, or maybe they were never given the opportunity. Either way. But like usually when I see the releases, I'm not surprised by any of them, really. I mean, that's usually what happens. Even when it's like a big name like Braun Strowman, which, I mean, that's not the biggest name, but he's a former WWE champion. Or even Carlito. And I wasn't surprised. I mean, it's like you can take away Braun Strowman and Carlito and it doesn't really affect the programming. But when you get rid of R-Truth, that really does have an impact on the programming, because that guy is responsible for some of the most entertaining moments over the past 15 years in the WWE, including recently, the stuff he did with the Judgment Day. Everybody loved that. That made the Judgment Day more interesting. And obviously the stuff he was doing with John Cena recently, that was a big deal. You know, that was outstanding stuff. Not only he did like a sit-down interview with Wade Barrett, that was great. He did a promo on the SmackDown before the match, that was great. Then they have the match itself. And I did a whole video about it, but he did this perfect imitation of John Cena's entrance. He comes out, he does a great job. The crowd is going nuts for him. He comes out to John Cena's music. Then they have the match. The match is even better than the entrance, because he hits all of John Cena's moves better than John Cena can do them these days, because John Cena is really broken down and he cannot do what he once did. And the match was short, but boy, did people want to see Truth beat John Cena. They were solidly behind him, and Truth was getting a bigger reaction than 90% of the people on the WWE roster. So that's why it was such a big surprise when he got released, or his contract wasn't renewed. And I've been thinking about it. You know, ever since R-Truth got released, I've been watching old videos of R-Truth and his most recent stuff with Cena. I've been watching it over and over because it's so entertaining. And here we are. You know, I think not somebody, but whoever made the decision to let him go, they were completely flabbergasted by the reaction that his release got. Because, again, releases or non-renewals don't get much of a reaction. But this is, crazy. It's like everybody wanted him to stay in the WWE. And finally, I guess somebody, maybe Triple H, they realized, oh, we made a mistake here, and they brought him back. Now, we don't know the details yet, but we don't know if he's full-time or if he's brought back on a short-term deal or this was a one-time thing. I got to believe that we might see another match between R-Truth and John Cena, and maybe this time it'll be for the title. I could totally see that happening. I don't know if they're going to do that at SummerSlam, but if they do, that would be amazing. Another thing is on WWE's Twitter account, you will see that they posted a picture of R-Truth, but it says Ron Killings. Like they said Ron Killings is back. And then they provide a link to the WWE shop to buy his merchandise. And even if you go to WWEshop.com right now, this is right after the show, front of the page says Ron Killings. So I don't know what that's about. I guess we'll find out soon enough. It could be a very interesting turn of events. Imagine R-Truth becomes a serious contender to the WWE title. Oh my goodness. And imagine if he wins it from John Cena. That's wishful thinking, but hey, you never know. I mean, the fact that they're advertising him as Ron Killings, that makes me wonder what's going on here. The details are going to come out, obviously. But this is amazing stuff by the WWE. Usually their surprises are nothing too special to me. But this is a special one because everybody wants the best for R-Truth. The man is, I think, 53 years old, but he shows that age is just a number. The way he was moving in that ring with John Cena was amazing. His value has nothing to do with how old he is. I mean, he can go in the ring. He can provide value to any segment you put him in, whether he's going to be serious or whether he's going to be joking around and being funny. I mean, he really is one of the most complete performers in the WWE. And I know some people might laugh when I say that, but it's true. If you really think about it, when you think about an all-around performer, somebody who can give you whatever you need, whether you need a match at Saturday night's main event against John Cena, or you need a serious sit-down interview, or you need a promo, or you need a funny segment, you can rely on R-Truth, Ron Killings, for all of that. So it's great to see him back. I am hoping he gets a WWE title shot against John Cena. That's what I'm hoping. That would be such a great thing. And even if they still don't renew his contract, I mean, I don't know what they're doing. See, we don't know what his contract status is. We don't know anything as of this moment. But, even if they don't bring him back long term, even if they're just like, you know what, you come back, you face Cena maybe at SummerSlam for the title or something. If they just do that, that alone would be cool. Facing Cena for the WWE title and actually put on, the last time they faced each other, it was a 5-minute match, but it was a, color by numbers match. It was very simple. Cena hit his big moves, R-Truth hit Cena's big moves, and then shortly after that, the match was over. So it was a nice match, but maybe instead of having a 5-minute match, they could have a 10-minute match for the WWE title and really entertain us all. But I'm hoping R-Truth is back for good because somebody that amazing deserves a spot in WWE.